after the last tram has rolled in. Overhead lamps stay low along the service tracks. Windows in the control shed glow with a quiet, steady light. Nothing is about to depart. Let the building keep its own rhythm. The details can pass without sticking. Only the steady systems remain. A long concrete bay runs beneath steel roof trusses. Rails hold their straight lines between dark gravel beds. No wheel noise arrives from the city. At the platform edge, yellow safety paint remains sharp. No boot crosses the line. No radio call breaks the air. Inside the shed, a panel shows route off. Green indicators remain steady in a neat row. No warning color appears. A handset rests in its cradle by the log sheet. No static breaks through. No voice arrives. Along the wall, spare couplers sit strapped on a pallet. Straps remain tight. Nothing shifts. A coil of orange cable rests on a hook. Loops stay even. The loose end stays tucked. Near the nearest tram, doors remain shut. The interior lights are off. Glass reflects the bay lamps. A small number plate on the nose remains readable. No hand touches it. No switch clicks. A relay clicks once from a cabinet by the rails. One click. Then the depot returns to its baseline hum. The ventilation fans keep a low, even tone. They do not surge. They do not fade. Nothing begins. Nothing ends. The tram depot holds its late-night state, quiet and unchanged, until morning returns to the tracks. At the wash line, hoses hang on their reels. No water runs. The drain channel stays dry. A squeegee rests on the curb. Its rubber edge stays straight. Nothing lifts it. In the parts cage, a padlock remains centered. The chain stays tight. No key turns. Labels on the bins remain clear under dim light. No lid opens. No bolt rolls loose. Outside the bay door, street sound is distant and thin. A traffic signal changes somewhere far away. You do not see the cars, only a faint glow. Inside, the lamps keep their level. Shadows remain shallow along the rails. Nothing flickers. On the control desk, a timetable sheet lies under a clear cover. Times remain printed. No marker circles anything. A mug rests on a coaster by the keyboard. The lid stays on. No steam rises. Along the catwalk, handrails feel cool and unused. No step crosses the grate. Dust stays settled on the beams. A camera dome watches the bay. Its indicator stays faint. It does not rotate. Near the gate, a sign reads, "Depot closed." Letters remain sharp. Tape stays flat. No corner lifts. A small beacon over the gate blinks once, then pauses. It marks the boundary and nothing more. At the far end, A maintenance pit cover sits flush with the concrete. A reflective strip marks its edge. It does not flicker. A ladder drops into the dark pit. Rungs remain dry. No echo rises back. A soft settling sound comes once from the roof truss, not repeated. Then stillness returns. The rails remain straight. The trams remain parked. And the depot keeps holding its calm through the night. On the inspection bench, a torque wrench rests in its foam cutout. Its scale markings remain readable. No hand reaches in. A small tray of bolts sits under a clear lid. The lid stays closed. Nothing rattles. Above the tram roofline, the pantograph remains lowered. Springs stay relaxed. No arc jumps to the wire. Overhead catenary lines remain dark. No contact shoe rises. At the wheel area, chocks remain set against the tires. Painted numbers remain visible. No strap loosens. A grease rag hangs on a hook by the pit cover. It stays dry. It does not sway. In the office corner, a wall clock advances without a tick you notice. No one looks up. The time can keep itself. A small printer light stays off. No paper feeds out. No drawer opens. Near the back exit, a fire panel reads, "Normal." The text remains steady. No buzzer sounds. A door closer holds the leaf shut. No hinge shifts. No draft enters. Outside the bay door, rain begins lightly on the yard pavement. Reflections stretch under a distant street lamp, then settle. Inside, the depot remains unchanged. The beacon over the gate blinks again, then pauses. The rhythm stays measured. Along the roof trusses, dust stays settled on the beams. Air passes and leaves it unchanged. No grit falls. A quiet click comes once from the power cabinet. Then the fan tone continues. Nothing follows it. A soft vibration passes once through the floor plate, then ends. No tool rolls. No glass trembles. The stillness returns immediately. At the far siding, a sandhopper box sits sealed with its lid down. The handle remains centered. No grain pours out. A small sign reads, "Track out of service." Letters remain clear. No tape edge lifts. The rails hold their dark line into the shed shadow. The lamps hold their low level. And the depot keeps its quiet watch until daylight returns. Nothing changes now. The bay lamps keep their low level above the rails. No door releases on any tram. No wheel turns in the shed. A faint fan tone holds under the roof trusses. It stays even. It stays small. At the control shed window, the glow remains steady. No silhouette crosses it. No drawer opens. On the panel, route off stays unchanged. Green indicators remain in place. No warning color appears. Along the service track, chocks remain set at the wheels. Painted numbers remain visible. No No strap loosens. A grease rag stays on its hook. It does not sway. Nothing brushes past. At the wash line, hose reels remain still. No water runs. The drain channel stays dry. A squeegee rests at the curb edge. Its rubber lip stays straight. No drop reaches it. In the parts cage, the padlock remains centered. The chain stays tight. No key turns. Bin labels remain readable under dim light. No lid opens. No bolt rolls loose. Outside the bay door, rain keeps a faint sheen on the yard. Reflections stretch under a distant street lamp, then settle. No headlight approaches the gate. Inside, the concrete remains dry. The rails keep their straight line. A relay clicks once from the power cabinet. One click. Then the baseline hum returns. Nothing follows it. No indicator changes. Nothing begins. Nothing ends. The tram depot keeps holding its late-night state, quiet and unchanged through the next slow stretch of hours. Near the inspection bench, the torque wrench remains in its foam cutout. Its scale markings stay readable. No hand reaches in. The bolt tray remains under its clear lid. The lid stays closed. Nothing rattles. Above the tram roofline, the pantograph remains lowered. Springs stay relaxed. No arc jumps to the wire. Overhead catenary lines remain dark. No contact shoe rises. Along the catwalk, dust stays settled on the beams. Air passes and leaves it unchanged. No grit falls. A camera dome keeps its faint indicator. It does not rotate. Nothing triggers it. By the maintenance pit, the cover plate stays flush. Reflective tape marks the edge. It does not flicker. The ladder into the pit remains unused. Rungs stay dry. No echo rises back. At the far siding, the track out of service sign stays fixed. Letters remain clear. No tape edge lifts. A sandhopper box stays sealed. The handle remains centered. No grain pours out. In the office corner, the wall clock advances without calling attention. No one looks up. The time keeps itself. A printer light stays off. No paper feeds out. No drawer slides. Near the back exit, the fire panel remains on normal. The text stays steady. No buzzer sounds. A door closer holds the leaf shut. No hinge shifts. No draft enters. Outside, the gate beacon blinks once, then pauses. It marks the boundary and nothing more. Rain keeps its quiet line on pavement. Inside, the lamps keep their low level. The parked trams remain dark. The rails remain still. No change arrives. Along the platform edge, Yellow paint remains sharp. No boot crosses the line. No radio call breaks the air. A small metal trash bin stays beside a column. Its lid remains closed. No liner shifts. Near the nearest cab window, reflections hold the bay lamps. No interior light turns on. No silhouette appears. A destination sign above the windshield stays blank. No digits glow. No route name returns. Under the roof, a drip from the outer gutter pauses, then returns. The sound stays distant. It never reaches the concrete inside. A thin, damp seam remains outside the door threshold. It does not creep inward. It stays at the edge. At the switch points near the shed mouth, paint marks remain aligned. No motor engages. No lever moves. A small junction box sits low beside the rail. Its lid remains shut. A seal tag lies flat against the screw. In the service corridor, floor lights trace a thin line along the wall. They do not brighten. They do not dim. A keypad by the staff door shows a steady dot. No code is entered. The handle remains centered. A coil of orange cable hangs on its hook near the cage. Loops remain even. The loose end stays tucked. Nothing unravels. Beside it, a warning placard reads, "High voltage." Letters remain clear. No cover plate lifts. In the dark pit below the cover, the air stays still. No tool clinks. No voice returns. A thin ring of dust rests around the pit seam. It does not lift. It remains settled. At the far wall, a hose cabinet remains closed behind glass. The handle stays centered. No latch is touched. A pair of work gloves rests on a shelf inside the cabinet. Fingers point inward. They do not move. Outside the shed, rain softens the yard sound. Inside, the fan tone stays even. The lamps keep their low pools on concrete. Nothing begins. Nothing ends. The depot remains quiet and complete, steady and unchanged, until the first maintenance key turns at dawn. A final relay tick comes once, then stops. No response follows. The night holds. The lamps keep their low pools across the concrete bay. No shutter lifts at the service door. No wheel turns on the rails. At the shed mouth, the switch points remain aligned. Paint marks stay matched at the tongue. No motor engages. A junction box beside the rail stays shut. The seal tag lies flat. No screw turns. Along the nearest tram, door seals remain tight. Windows reflect the overhead lamps. No interior light comes on. The destination sign stays blank. No digits glow. No route name returns. In the parts cage, the padlock remains centered. The chain stays tight. Bin lids remain closed. Labels remain readable. is taken, nothing is replaced. Near the wash line, the hose reel stays still. No water runs. The drain channel remains dry. A squeegee rests at the curb. Its edge stays straight. No drop reaches it. On the catwalk, dust remains settled on the beams. No grit falls. No step crosses the grate. A camera dome keeps its faint indicator. It does not rotate. Nothing triggers it. At the maintenance pit, the cover plate stays flush. Reflective tape holds its thin line. The ladder remains unused. Rungs stay dry. No echo rises back. Outside the bay door, rain keeps a faint sheen on the yard. Reflections stretch under a distant street lamp, then settle. No headlight approaches the gate. Inside, the threshold remains dry. The damp line stays outside. A relay confirms the cabinet once. One click. Then the baseline fan tone returns. No indicator changes. The room stays calm. Nothing begins. Nothing ends. The depot keeps holding its night state, steady and unchanged, while hours pass without notice. At the inspection bench, the torque wrench remains in its foam cutout. The bolt tray stays under its clear lid. Nothing rattles. A grease pencil rests capped beside the checklist. The cap stays on. No mark is made. In the office corner, the wall clock advances quietly. No one looks up. The time keeps itself. A printer light remains off. No paper feeds out. Near the back exit, the fire panel still reads normal. No buzzer sounds. The door closer holds the leaf shut. Outside, the gate beacon blinks once, then pauses. Rain continues on pavement. The depot remains still. Along the platform edge, yellow paint remains sharp. A small metal bin stays beside a column. Its lid remains closed. A folded caution sign rests behind the bin. Hinges stay shut. Nothing tips. Near the pantograph, springs remain relaxed. The overhead wire remains dark. No contact shoe rises. A thin strip of salt dust rests on the roof seam. It does not lift. It stays pressed in place. At the far siding, the sandhopper box remains sealed. The handle stays centered. A tag hangs flat from the latch. Under the siding lamp, ballast stones keep their rough pattern. No vibration travels through steel. No wheel noise approaches. In the service corridor, floor lights trace a thin line. The keypad dot stays steady. No code is entered. A locker door remains shut. A name label stays readable. No latch clicks. Outside, a drip line from the gutter pauses, then resumes. The sound stays distant. It never reaches the bay. A light gust brushes the yard fence. The beacon rhythm does not change. Rain keeps its thin sheen on asphalt. At the wash cabinet, a glass door reflects the lamps. A seal tag hangs flat. No hinge moves. A pair of rubber gloves rests on a shelf inside. Fingers point inward. They do not move. On the control desk, tomorrow's schedule sheet stays pinned. Times remain printed. No marker circles anything. A small stapler rests near the edge. It does not slide. The desk remains clear. A quiet settling sound comes once from the roof truss, not repeated. Then stillness returns. The rails remain straight. The trams remain parked. The night continues. In the bay, shadows stay shallow between wheels and rails. No new sound arrives. Only the low fan tone remains steady through the last